Hey Sarah, are you free to talk? Something's been bothering me lately.
Of course, what's wrong? That doesn't sound like you. Did something happen at work?
Yeah, sort of. Actually, before I ask, how was your day at work? Everything normal?
Pretty usual. Had that big presentation I told you about. The client loved our proposal. But why are you stalling? You're just making me more and more curious.
Just making sure you're okay first. That's what's most important to me after all. The presentation was the one for the new shopping mall project, right?
Yes, they approved all our designs. But David, you're obviously avoiding something. What's going on?
That's great news about the project. Though this might sound strange, but have you received any messages from a woman you don't know?
No, I haven't. What do you mean by a woman I don't know? David, you're making me nervous.
Never mind. If nothing's happened, don't worry about it. I'm glad nothing's happened.
No way. How can I not worry when you say something like that? That's so unfair. You've got to tell me what this is about. Wait, don't tell me you're cheating.
What? There's no way I'd cheat. We just got engaged. I'd never do that. You know me better than that, Sarah. Remember how I literally cried when you said yes?
I know. I was half joking. That proposal was so sweet. You were so nervous you dropped the ring. I know that you're not the type to cheat. But seriously, what's going on? You're not usually this cryptic.
You're right. I should just tell you. Remember how I've been taking different routes to work lately?
Yeah, you mentioned that last week. I thought it was because of the construction near the station. You said something about avoiding the crowds.
That was just an excuse. I didn't want to worry you, but actually, lately I've been getting stalked by a woman I don't know.
What? How long has this been going on? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
About 2 weeks now. She suddenly approached me at the station near my house. She said, "David, let's go get dinner together." But I really don't know who she is.
But she called you by name, so she must know you. Have you checked your old school contacts? Maybe someone from college?
That's what scares me. I really don't know her at all. I've racked my brain trying to remember her, but nothing. Now she's even showing up at my apartment waiting outside. She already knows so much about me. It's terrifying.
Outside your apartment? David, that's serious. Why didn't you tell me sooner? What does she look like? Maybe I know her.
Average height, long black hair, probably in her mid-20s like us. Always wearing nice office clothes. I thought I could handle it myself. I especially didn't want to worry you when you're so busy with the wedding planning and everything.
That's definitely stalking. Have you talked to the police? Please tell me you've reported this. I'm getting really worried now.
Of course I have, but they said there's not much they can do since there's no major harm done. They even said, "You're a man, you can handle it yourself." Can you believe that?
That's ridiculous. What a useless police officer. Did you get their badge number? We should file a complaint. They're not doing their job correctly.
Already did. But honestly, I could probably handle it myself if it was just me. She's quite petite. But hey, she found my home address, right? I was worried she might not know about you too. I hate it if she already knew where you live and started harassing you too. That's why I called to check.
That's actually terrifying. Have you noticed anyone following you to our meetups? Should we cancel dinner tomorrow?
No, don't cancel. I've been super careful about that. I'm always taking different routes when we meet and checking for suspicious people that are following me. I won't let this affect our time together.
You're sweet, but I'm more concerned about your safety. Have you been sleeping okay? I know you get anxious easily.
Actually, not great. Keep checking my windows at night. But I'm managing.
Still, we don't know what might happen. I haven't received any contact so far. I haven't noticed anyone following me either.
Just be safe though, Sarah. Please don't walk alone, especially at night. If you get any strange messages or meet any weird women, tell me right away.
Okay, David, but I'm worried about you too. We shouldn't wait until something happens. Maybe you should stay somewhere else for a while. My place has better security.
Already ahead of you. I'm going to stay at my parents' house for a while. Mom's been asking me to visit anyway.
That's good. Your parents' house is right in front of the police station, so that stalker probably won't try anything funny there. Plus, your mom's cooking is better than convenience store meals.
True. Plus, it's closer to the wedding venue for our planning meetings. Speaking of which, I'll see you at the venue this weekend for the final arrangements.
Yeah, let's do our best with the wedding preparations. Just promise me you'll be careful and text me when you get home.
I promise. Love you.
Love you too. Stay safe. Call me if anything happens, okay? Even if it's late. Sarah, are you free to talk? I really need someone right now. Lucy, oh, it's been a while. Of course I'm free. What's wrong? Are you okay? What should I do, Sarah? My life might be over. He's cheating on me. I can't stop crying. This is a nightmare. What? Are you okay, Lucy? Are you sure he's cheating? Oh, that's terrible. Do you want me to come over? No, I just need to talk. He's obviously been avoiding me lately, and I found out that he's having a wedding soon, but he never proposed to me. He must be marrying the other woman. Oh no. How did you find out about the wedding? Did someone tell you? Social media. He posted about it. Can you believe that? That's how I had to find out after everything we've been through together. That's horrible. Have you tried talking to him about it? Maybe there's a misunderstanding. Yeah, we've been together for so long, and he betrays me like this? I just want to talk to him properly, but he won't even let me do that. He keeps running away whenever I try to approach him. Running away? What do you mean exactly? That sounds really strange. Every time I try to talk to him, he acts like he doesn't know me. He even called security once when I waited for him outside his workplace. Me, his girlfriend. How horrible. He can't even face you like a man and tell you that he wants to break up to your face? That's really cowardly behavior. When did this start? About 2 weeks ago. I saw his wedding announcement and I tried to confront him, but he just keeps avoiding me, like our relationship meant nothing. Oh, that must be so painful. Have you tried messaging him? I've been trying to find the other woman, but I can't figure out who she is. I'm so tired. I just need to talk to someone who understands. Of course I'm here for you. We've known each other forever. You know that you can tell me everything. That might be the only thing I can manage, but it might make you feel better about all this. Thank you, Sarah. At times like these, childhood friends really are the most reliable. I've known you longer than him. We've been friends since kindergarten, after all. Remember how we used to share our lunches? Of course I remember. Those were good times. How about your boyfriend? You've been dating him since middle school, right? That's such a long time. Yeah, he was a senior when I was a freshman. I ended up going to a different middle school to you because of the results I got in my exams, and I was upset that we went our separate ways, but after I met him, I thought that it was meant to be. I've thought about that all the time we've been dating these past 10 years, so I couldn't believe it when I found out about this other woman. It's unforgivable. 10 years is such a long time. I can't forgive him for hurting you either. When I find that guy, I'm going to give him a good slap. Oh, wait, but I've never met your boyfriend, have I? Show me his picture so I can watch out for him. I'm sorry, he's really shy, so I don't have any pictures. I wanted you to meet him at least once, but we never had the chance. It's really hard finding time when we're all free. Oh, I see. Not even one picture in 10 years? That's unusual. He doesn't like having his picture taken, but I loved him for that too. No, even though he's cheating, I still love him. Actually, I'm more angry at the other woman than him. I hate her for stealing him from me. Lucy, you sound really hurt, but something about this seems off. She must have seduced him. My David would never betray me otherwise. He's too pure and kind for that. David? Yes, that's his name. He's so kind and gentle usually. This isn't like him at all. He always thinks of others first. I see. Thanks for telling me all this. You know him better than I do, so I hope you're right. I know this is a pretty sudden change of subject, but can I share some big news with you? What is it? Well, actually, I'm getting married soon. I wanted to invite you since you're my best friend, but you're probably not in the mood for that kind of atmosphere, right? No, I want to go. I've been so miserable lately. I want to feel some happiness. Please don't hesitate to invite me. When is it? Are you sure? I mean, with everything you're going through. Yes, I'm sure. I need something to look forward to. Plus, I want to be there for my childhood friend's special day. It might help take my mind off things, and I'm not going to let some stupid affair get in the way of our friendship. Thank you, Lucy. I'll send you an invitation card soon. I hope you can work things out with your boyfriend. Me too. Oh, thank you for listening, Sarah. You're such a good friend. I don't know what I'd do without you. You traitor! I can't believe you were the one who stole him from me! How dare you show your face here? Lucy, what are you doing? Please calm down. Let's talk about this rationally. Rational? And you even invited me to the wedding? How cruel are you? You're like a devil. Was this your plan all along, to humiliate me? Calm down, Lucy. There must be some misunderstanding. First of all, you should let me back into the venue. You can't just shut me out like this. I'm the bride. The staff are staring. You admit it. You're trying to be the bride at my David's wedding. Did you enjoy stealing him away? Did you laugh at me behind my back? Your David? Lucy, please listen. Shut up! A homewrecker like you doesn't belong in a sacred wedding venue. You deserve to be kicked out. How could you do this to me? We were friends since kindergarten. I keep telling you, I didn't steal anyone. Please, let's talk about this rationally. You're making a scene. Rational? You're really going to go on about being rational again? You're about to marry my David, and you can still say such blatant lies after everything we shared? Your David? Lucy, when exactly did you last speak to him? Actually speak to him face to face? I received your invitation and I was surprised that he had the same name, but I never thought it might actually be him. I turn up and it really was. When did you start having an affair with my boyfriend? Was it during high school? College? Tell me. Lucy, please listen carefully. I didn't steal anyone. David and I started dating 5 years ago through a mutual friend's introduction. Of course, he was single then. In fact, he said I was his first girlfriend. First girlfriend? That's impossible. I was David's first girlfriend. We've been dating for over 10 years since middle school. He confessed to me in front of everyone at school, and we've been together ever since. Everyone saw it. A public confession? When exactly did this happen? Tell me the details. Yeah, he confessed during the sports festival in middle school when I was the team manager for his club. During the scavenger hunt, he had to find someone who would make a good housewife, and he chose me. He took my hand in front of everyone. It was so romantic. Huh? Lucy. The whole school saw it. Everyone knew we were dating after that. We dated for 10 years, and now he betrays me like this? It's too cruel. How can you both be so heartless? Wait a minute, you're saying that scavenger hunt was his confession? What exactly happened, word for word? Yes! When a boy and a girl hold hands in middle school, it means they're dating. Everyone knows that. It was destiny. Did he say anything directly to you after reaching the goal? Like, will you go out with me, or I like you? Any actual words of confession? Nothing like that. He didn't need to. Actions speak louder than words. The way he looked at me said everything. What? He saw the theme and came to me saying, "Come with me." And I took his hand and we ran to the goal together. That was definitely a love confession. The way he looked at me, I'll never forget it. We were meant to be. Really? That counts as dating? Did you go on any actual dates after that? The theme was a domestic girl, which obviously means a girl you want to marry. And he chose me out of all the students. That means he wanted to date me, right? It was fate. How can you not see that? It was obvious for the entire school to see. Well, have you two ever gone on a date alone? Movies, dinner, anything at all in these 10 years? He was in his 3rd year and had high school entrance exams coming up, so he couldn't go on dates because of his studies. I waited patiently for him to ask me out. I understood his dedication to his studies. I supported him from afar, like a good girlfriend should. What about emails or messages, phone calls, any communication at all, even just a text? Well, I was waiting for him to contact me because of his exams. I didn't want to disturb his studies. That's what a good girlfriend does. So you never exchanged messages or went on dates, not even once in 10 years? Lucy, think about what you're saying. We went to different high schools and universities, and we were both busy studying at good schools, so we didn't contact each other or date out of consideration for each other. But that was also a form of kindness and love. We were always connected, even when apart. True love doesn't need constant contact. You weren't connected at all. This is just your delusion. Lucy, please think about this logically. What? It's not a delusion. We were really dating. I checked his social media every day, and he always posted happy birthday on my birthday. See? He remembered. Wait. That was for his mother's birthday. I heard they celebrate as a family every year. His mother's birthday is the same day as yours. It was just a coincidence. It was never meant for you. No, it was for my birthday. He really loved me. Then he suddenly announced his marriage on social media. I went to see him so many times because I wanted to know why he hadn't proposed to me yet. At his office and at his apartment. So you were the stalker following David. Oh my God, Lucy. You're the stalker. How dare you steal my precious boyfriend? Even if you're my childhood friend, I won't let you have the groom. You don't deserve him. I should be the one wearing that dress. I'm the bride because he proposed to me.
What on earth are you talking about? Sarah isn't a stalker. She's going to be my wife.
Huh? David, is that you? David, tell her about us, about our beautiful love story.
I'm sorry, I can't do that because we never went out.
What? David, it's me from middle school, the sports festival, the sandwiches. Don't you remember our love?
I'm marrying Sarah. Please stop this. You're disrupting our wedding preparations.
What? Oh, this can't be happening.
Long time no see, team manager. Well, actually, I'm sorry, but I barely remember you. I only just remembered after watching this conversation.
That's a lie, David. You don't remember me? All our time together? Our precious memories?
I barely remember anything from middle school. Just some stupid things I did with my classmates. The sports festival was just a game, nothing more.
What about that day at the sports festival? You made such a grand confession in front of all the students. It was so romantic.
That wasn't a confession at all. It was just a scavenger hunt game. I can't believe you thought that meant we were dating.
What?
I think my class was about to lose at that time. I'm pretty competitive at sports festivals, so I just wanted to win quickly. I picked you because we made eye contact, and I recognized you. I barely looked at the theme. I just saw it had to be a girl.
That's a lie. You always enjoyed the sandwiches I made for you. The ones I made for practice matches. That's when you fell in love with my domestic side, right? You ate every single one.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. The tuna mayo sandwiches were really delicious. But you know middle school boys will eat anything. We don't really care who made it. I never fell in love with you after eating your sandwiches.
No. So we were never really dating all this time?
I don't understand how you could think we were dating when we never went on a dates or even contacted each other. Not once in 10 years. That's not a relationship.
But I watched all your baseball games. I cheered for you. Every single one. I memorized all your stats.
That was literally your job as team manager. The whole club cheered for everyone. That's what team managers do.
I stayed late to clean the club room. I always made sure your locker was spotless.
Again, that was your responsibility as manager. Look, I'm trying to be nice here, but this has gone too far. You're creating problems for everyone.
No, there must be some mistake. Remember when you got hurt during practice? I bandaged your hand. You smiled at me so sweetly.
That's standard first aid. The managers did that for everyone. Lucy, please stop this. You're embarrassing yourself.
But all those meaningful glances across the classroom, the way you always looked in my direction?
We weren't even in the same class. Or the same grade. I was a senior, remember? We barely saw each other.
Lucy, please, this is getting embarrassing. Everyone is staring at me. Will you let me inside? Shut up, you don't know anything about our love. Our pure, beautiful love.
Anyway, if you understand now, please leave the venue. What you're doing is disrupting business. The venue might sue you if you keep this up.
What? Sue me?
Or should we call the police? Tell them a mentally unstable person is causing trouble. You can choose.
The police? But I'm the victim here. You're the ones who betrayed me. Lucy, please don't make this worse than it already is. Think about your parents.
The security guards are already on their way. Make your choice.
You traitorous couple. Play with my feelings all you want. Go ahead and get married. See if I care. But karma will get you both. You'll regret this. Finally home. What a day. At least the wedding ended safely. I just dropped our parents off at the hotel.
Good work today. I can't believe your childhood friend was the stalker. I'm surprised neither of you realized that you were talking about the same guy when you told each other about your boyfriends.
She moved away after elementary school. We only kept in touch through occasional messages. I never thought she'd do something like this. Looking back, there were signs, but I never thought that they would lead to a situation like that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. not something you would expect from a friend.
How about you? You really don't remember anything about her from school?
Well, we were in different grades and only saw each other at club activities. I was so focused on practice and barely talked to the managers. I don't understand why she was so obsessed with me. Oh, but I did remember the sandwiches. The managers would make them for practice matches. It was a tradition. They were really delicious, especially the tuna mayo ones.
What? Really? Well, to tell you the truth, I was actually the one who made those.
What?
This might be hard to believe, but I just remembered that Lucy used to call me early in the morning to help her make sandwiches for the club. I brought my grandmother's special tuna mayo recipe and made them because she was hopeless in the kitchen. All she could make was the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Really? No way! The plot thickens!
Lucy said they were too old-fashioned and that nobody likes tuna mayo, but to think you only remembered those ones. I still know my grandmother's recipe. I'll make you some tuna mayo sandwiches the next time we go out for a picnic.
Wait, so the food I fell in love with was actually made by you? We really are meant for each other. Talk about destiny.
Don't say that. It sounds like something Lucy would say.
Too soon?
Way too soon. But you're right. It's kind of funny how things work out.
I promise to make you happy forever, Sarah. And I'll never mistake you for a stalker.
You better not. Speaking of which, should we check on Lucy? I'm a bit worried.
Let's give it some time. Her parents seem to have a good plan.
This is ridiculous. Why did I have to get yelled at? Do you know how much trouble you caused me after all of that? It's all your fault. I heard the venue staff were pretty angry, and they even called the police. You caused quite a scene. My parents were called too. Everyone lectured me. I had to bow and beg for forgiveness. It was so humiliating. This is all your fault. So, you contacted me because you finally want to apologize? Of course not. I'll never forgive you traitors. David and you both. Traitor couple. You'll never be happy together. I'll make sure of it. Excuse me? You just misunderstood everything. We didn't do a single thing, let alone betray anyone. You created the whole relationship with David in your head. Shut up. I'm going to spread rumors about how you stole him from me. Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. Once the rumors spread, you'll both be so sorry. Go ahead and try. Whatever rumors you spread in that far-off countryside won't affect us at all. Do whatever you want. Huh? What do you mean far-off countryside? Actually, your parents contacted us after the wedding. Our families used to be close when we were little, remember? They called us to apologize on your behalf and wanted to hear our side of the story. So I told them everything about your misunderstanding and why you thought that I stole David from you. What? You talked to my parents? They were quite understanding. Apparently, they'd been suspicious of your behavior for years. You claimed to have a boyfriend, but never introduced him or showed any pictures. They were worried he might not be real from pretty early on. What? My parents thought I was lying? You're kidding. How could they think that about their own daughter? They were worried about your mental health. They thought you might be mixing up delusions with reality. They were actually relieved to learn it was just a misunderstanding. What? But maintaining a misunderstanding for 10 years is pretty concerning. That's why your parents made some decisions for you to help you get over it. They're taking you to stay with relatives in the countryside. They said you need time to recover there. I heard that you should be moving today, but are you already packed? I don't think you have time to be messaging me. No, wait, I haven't heard anything about this. I don't want to go to the countryside. You can't do this. Well, we don't want you nearby either, so take care out there. I'll make sure to make David happy enough for both of us. This isn't fair. You can't just ship me off to the countryside. Your parents already decided, so there's no use complaining to me. I hear the countryside air is great for clearing your head. Maybe you'll finally find a real boyfriend there. No. My parents sent me a message. They said they've already packed all my things. I hate you. I hate both of you. This isn't over. Actually, it is. Goodbye, Lucy. I hope you get the help you need. And so Lucy was caught by her parents, and it was arranged for her to stay with their relatives in a distant countryside town. As fate would have it, that relative was a psychiatrist who specialized in helping young people with social adjustment issues. Apparently, she's meeting with the psychiatrist weekly, and instead of treating Lucy as a patient with a serious mental illness, they simply said, You're not sick, you've just got a screw loose. Finding a good partner would be the best treatment. I heard that Lucy was completely mortified and that she's been desperately searching for a new match. But she's stuck in the countryside with limited prospects. The only options she has are less than ideal: a divorced man in his 40s with 3 kids who need a new mother for his children, or a shy man in his 50s who still lives with his mother and needs someone to take over the family vegetable farm. As for us, we occasionally hear updates about Lucy through her parents. We eventually moved to a different city for David's work, and the distance helped us put the whole incident behind them. I'm so sorry. I've stolen your boyfriend, who's making close to $200,000 a year from you. And you were so close to being married, right? Huh? I think it's best that I apologize to you right now for all this. After all, you ran into him and I while we were on a date together, right? Sorry for that. I really didn't think you'd be coming over while we were having a date in the house. What do you mean apologize? I can tell right now that you don't mean anything by what you're saying. All you're doing now is making me even more upset than I already was with you. I was just coming to say sorry, yet you're being so mean to me now. Also, when I found you two with each other, that was around the time I was getting ready to leave Griffin anyway. So I wasn't all upset that I had to say goodbye to him. What really upset me was that it was my own friend who was going out with him behind my back. But I guess I don't care now because this was all going to happen eventually. Trying to act all tough now, are we? Don't tell me you were actually planning on breaking up with your boyfriend when he's making $200,000 a year. I know that after seeing me with him, it really hurt you, and that's what led to the breakup. And now you trying to act all tough like that's not what really happened? It's only making you look worse. Huh? Just tell me the truth about your feelings. You're really feeling awful inside right now because you lost your chance to marry a man of money, right? That's what I'm sure you feel like right now. Why are you being such a bitch right now, Winter? I thought you just said you were only texting me to apologize, but now you seem like you're having a ton of fun making fun of me. Is that what you really wanted from this? You're the only bitch I'm aware of here. Thinking that you could get married before a woman like me. How dare some little loser like you, who always had to sit in my shadow when you were younger, be allowed to get married before me now? You're a bitch for trying to sidestep me like that and get ahead. Excuse me. At first, I just assumed that the man you were with was some disgusting loser like yourself that no other woman had wanted. But in reality, you'd been with a man who is making $200,000 a year as an office worker. And when it comes to his face, it's kind of handsome. Griffin should have been with me from the start, and that's why he's going to marry me now. I've always been aware of just how much you love making fun of me ever since we were little. But you're right about something, and that's that I'm a pretty plain girl. And I sure was sitting in your shadow a lot of the time when we were in school together. But that is not a good enough reason to have stolen my boyfriend from me years and years later. How lame, you frickin' sore loser. You have already lost to me, so why try fighting back still? You sitting there still whining about being a loser is what makes you so unbearable. Huh? This was my first time ever stealing someone else's man, but it sure has been entertaining for me. I might start to do this more often if I have to, but I've already landed myself one of the biggest fish in the sea, so I don't really need myself another man anymore, especially since I'm his wife now. His wife? Did you guys seriously already get married then? Of course we did. You thought I was going to let a handsome man with all his money get away from me? There would have never been another chance like this for me. And it wasn't even my idea to get married to him this quickly. He's been going on and on about wanting to marry already, that it's driving me up the wall. I see. Well, I guess someone like him would want to get married as fast as possible. Therefore, while he and I are having the best time of our lives together as husband and wife, you go sit somewhere and suck on your finger crying as you watch. I am now the one with a man making $200,000 a year, and I'm going to be the only wife this man will ever have. I just hope you can be as happy with him as you're hoping to be. Shut the hell up, you sore loser. I don't need you saying anything because I'm already happier than I thought I could ever be after talking to you.
Man, that was really shocking for me, Elia. I totally forgot that I was supposed to have a date with you, and then... After I already had winter in the house, you came home unannounced.
That was really the worst sight I have ever seen. I thought that maybe you'd become sick and that's why you didn't show up, and so I went to your house to see what was up. And when I got there, you had Winter riding on top of you on your couch.
So, I have something very important to talk with you about now. Do you think that you can break up with me now? I have actually been wanting to be with Winter for a while now, and we even have plans to marry.
I thought we'd already broken up. So go ahead and marry her now. I went over to your house wanting to break up with you anyway when you skipped that last date, so there you go.
Thank you so much. Oh, and one other thing. All those things of mine over at your place, you can just toss out.
I gladly will then. Now, is there anything else you have to say to me before I go? You stabbed me in the back in such a way that will scar me for life, I think.
What? I don't really have anything left to say to you now. And if you're looking for an apology from me, it's not coming.
What?
Are you waiting to hear from me my reason for why I wanted to go with Winter over you? I bet you'd just love to know why for your next boyfriend, right? Well, that's a good thing to think about, learning from your previous relationships.
Huh?
So if you want your reason to learn from, here it is. The reason I'm leaving you for her is because of nothing other than your face. Instead of your donkey face, I'd much prefer to have the beautiful Winter by my side. Now, if you don't want to keep losing to all the other women around you, you'd better work on your face's features.
I never thought you were that pathetic until now, Griffin. Not only have you hurt me and have no plans to apologize, you're making fun of my face? Now you've really gotten on my nerves.
You can't stop others from loving those they find more attractive than you. So why should I have to apologize for finding the girl of my dreams? But wouldn't it be enough to just say that I left you for her because of her looks, right? Well, let's just put it this way then. Winter's family has a lot of money, right? Compared to your family, which is filled with a bunch of simple idiots.
That's what I thought. To you, her family having a lot of money is a very important thing to you. Had that not been important to you, then you would have had a very hard time paying off your last settlement from your ex-wife.
What?
I'm sure you just love to make it sound like those were your only reasons for leaving me, but in reality, the reason you left me for Winter is to have her money in order to pay off the rest of that settlement, right? You've been having to pay off that settlement to your ex for months now, and you would much rather take care of it all right now so you don't have to worry anymore, right?
Wait a second. Why do you know about all that? I never told you anything about having an ex-wife.
Sure, my family may be full of just some simple people, but both my parents are always worried about the kind of people I'm with. And since I'm their only daughter, they make sure that they know everything. And when they found out I was dating you, they wanted to know everything about the history you've had.
What?
I mean, why wouldn't they want to know about you, right? You always said that you were making a lot of money, but only ever took me to your place for dates. And when it came to my birthday, you would only ever get me things like tokens for the local arcade and crap like that. That really got my parents a bit worried about you, and so they went ahead and did a bit of deep investigating into you. By using a detective, of course.
They seriously asked for someone to help snoop on me?
And the result from that was us learning about how you have been married once before. And you also happen to have a kid with that woman. I never knew either of those things, Griffin. And before we could tell the detective we'd had enough, they stated that you were also having to pay child support to her every month. That's why you always acted like you had no money at all and would only ever take me to your house for dates.
What?
Now that I think about it, isn't your ex-wife the daughter of a very powerful business owner? Is that why she was not only able to get a lot of child support from you each month, but also that massive settlement from you this year? I was told by the detective that you were so afraid of her parents that you couldn't even fight her in court, and they were able to ask for as much as they wanted from you.
This can't be happening. How could you have figured all of that out, too?
The fact that you chose to hide all of that very important stuff from me is really sad. But you know what makes me the most sad? Hearing from all your friends that all you thought of me was as an easy way to get some money. Thankfully, the detective was able to dig a little bit deeper by going out with your friends and sitting next to them recording everything they were saying about you and I at the bar.
What?
That's why that day I was going to head to your place to break up with you. The date was originally when I wanted to tell you things were over, but you never even showed up to that. So when I made it to your house to see what was up, I got more than I wanted to see. And at that moment, I realized I had no more feelings for you anymore, besides hate.
Wait, Alaya, I really am sorry for having cheated on you like that, so I think I'll come out to see you so that I can get on my hands and knees and apologize.
Huh?
And so, can you make sure to keep the fact that I have an ex-wife and a kid a secret from Winter for me? You haven't told her about all of that yet, right?
That's right.
Then please, Alaya, as long as you don't tell her anything about them, I'll apologize for cheating on you. I'll do whatever you ask me to make it up to you. So please keep all of that a secret from her, okay?
I won't tell her.
Are you sure you won't?
You think I really care to talk with a bitch like her anymore? I don't care what she thinks about you anymore and what you choose to keep a secret. I also have no real reason to be telling her anything. Just don't take this as me helping you in any way, all right? I don't want to talk to any of you anymore, so from here on out, we're done. Ties cut. I don't want to even have to think about what you look like anymore.
Sure thing. I will do as you've asked and never talk to you again. It's a promise. Just as long as you promise to never ever tell her about any of the things I've done. Okay.
Hey, Alia, where do you think Griffin and I should have our wedding at? Do you think it would be a good idea having it overseas somewhere? Something like a wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, so I should be going all out, right? Really? So you've come to talk about your wedding now? Well, of course I have. I told you that since I got the man you took from me back, we're going to be getting married now. And last night, I finally had him come over to see my parents. When that happened, my dad was begging for Griffin to hurry up and marry me. I guess neither of my parents ever thought I could reel in a man making $200,000 a year, right? This is turning into a really fast relationship then. But I think you should take it a bit slower so that you don't lose your bearing. Wah, wah, wah. I can see you'll try anything up your sleeve to get us to not have a wedding. Are you trying to buy yourself some time so that you can come and steal Griffin back from me? Well, that's going to be impossible for you. Impossible! There's no way a plain bitch like you could ever win against me. That's not what I'm trying to do. I don't love Griffin anymore. Is that right? Then would you like me to invite you out to our wedding? You are one of my good longtime friends after all, right? And if you want me to give you another title, you're like Griffin's and my Cupid. Huh? I guess we really should be having this wedding overseas after all. That would be even more luxurious of us, and it would make you feel even worse about what's happened. Oh, but I was also thinking about having a more traditional Christian ceremony here in the U.S. This will be my only chance to show you, so I was thinking of doing it right in front of God himself. I have so many things I want to do for my wedding that it's too hard to choose. Then how about you talk with Griffin about that instead of me? He's done both styles of wedding before, so... What? He has experience, so you could ask him what kind of atmosphere would be best for your guys' wedding. So if you're really that indecisive right now, hurry up and ask for his opinion on that. That is one of those things where asking one with experience is best. Wait, hold on just a second. Why are you saying that Griffin has experience with this? Are you saying that he's had experience with both an overseas wedding and a traditional wedding before? So sorry about that. I totally forgot that you'd need to be brought up to speed on all of that stuff. Did you know that he's already been married once before? That's why he has such experience with weddings and such. Excuse me? And when it comes to his ex-wife, she was one heck of a woman. She told him that she wanted to have both a wedding in a chapel as well as one overseas in Africa or something. And so with no other choice really, Griffin went ahead and gave her both of those weddings. She really had a lot of power, I think. But that's what happens when your father is the owner of a large company. Wait a second. What? He's been married before. I never heard anything about that. And wait, what? You knew all about that and you still dated him? Not at all, actually. I had no clue he'd gone through with any of that before me. I only learned about that a few days before breaking up with him. Are you kidding me? Oh, and another thing. There is one other very important thing I have to tell you. Griffin had one kid with his ex-wife before they divorced. He has a kid with her as well? And now he's having to pay a lot to her in child support every month. Which kind of gives me this feeling that he won't have the money to give you a really nice wedding this time around. So that's why it's best that you go and talk to him about the funding you'll have before planning everything out. You're joking. He's having to pay child support as well? And he's having to pay as much as you've made it seem like? From what I was told, he's having to give her close to half of what he makes every year. So when you look at his income with that in mind, he's really only making around $100,000 a year. What? She's able to get that much in child support from him each year? I told you that she is a very powerful father, right? And, well, whatever he did to her that caused the divorce seemed to have really pissed off her mother and father as well. And with the help of her father's lawyers, she was able to get way more than she first asked for. If you're wanting to hear all of the details about that, though, you should really ask Griffin. You have to be lying. You're telling me that my $200,000 a year is actually just $100,000? Wait, that's not your $200,000, right? He's the one earning it all, and that makes it all his. But even if he's not making $200,000 now for himself, $100,000 is still a really good salary. What are you talking about? $100,000 isn't going to be nearly enough for me. Everyone on the news has already been saying that you can't live fancy anymore with just $100,000 a year. Which means that if my husband isn't making at least $200,000 a year, then my dream of being a wealthy wife is never going to happen. Then break up with Griffin. Although he has just met with your parents and everything. And you went through all that work taking him away from me. I can't. I don't really care what you do, though. Has nothing to do with me, right? If you guys do end up having a wedding, send me an invitation, all right? I can go there to see it if I have the free time to kill.
You've really done it now, telling her the truth. You actually went and told her about my ex-wife and my child with her.
I thought I told you this. I wasn't keeping that a secret from her in order to help you or anything. And, well, when she was just talking to me, she really started to make my skin crawl. So in my anger and disgust, I told her about your true history.
Why would you do that to me? I was finally gonna have myself an even better ATM to use. Her family has all that money, and I thought I finally had myself a way to pay off all my debt to my ex-wife and that damn child support. If she runs from me now, how will you take responsibility for it?
Damn, you really don't know how to make yourself at least seem all right.
If this leads to her really leaving me, I will not forgive you at all.
Sure thing. I don't care if you hate me or not.
God damn it. Now that all of this has gone to hell, I'd better start looking for my next walking bank. No, first I have to try getting her to stay with me. As long as I can keep her from leaving me, I'll be okay. Damn it! Because of your goddamn talking, my whole game plan has gone to crap! What am I gonna do, Aliyah? I need to find a way to get that chick to break up with me right now. Hurry up and come help me out here.
Huh? Why are you wanting to break up with her now? Yesterday you couldn't stop talking about how she would be such a great ATM for you, right? You should be happy she doesn't want to leave you.
Not at all. None of this is good. Winter, she's pregnant right now.
What? Is that right?
This morning I was asked to come see her. I thought she would be asking me to break up with her, but instead she told me she was pregnant. And that's why she now wants me to marry her.
Perfect. You're not going to have yourself a baby with her, and you won't have to lose her.
How the hell is that perfect? I already have myself a new girlfriend now and no longer need Winter.
What? You made a new girlfriend already?
I thought for sure she'd throw me away. So I thought the best choice would be to find myself a new girl right away. I wouldn't say I'm dating her just yet, but I talked a lot with her last night on this dating app. She told me that she's a doctor making $300,000 a year right now. We're both still talking to one another right now, and I'm feeling like she's the one for me now.
In other words, you would have been happier had Winter broken up with you? I see. But now she wants you to marry her because she's carrying your baby, of all things. Things have really spun out of control, haven't they?
That's why I'm asking you to please Please make it look like I'm a terrible man to her. Tell her about how I had no money to take you on any dates and how I didn't get you anything good as presents on your birthdays. You go tell Winter right now all the bad things about me, please. Then she'll have to want to leave me and find someone else, right?
I'm not getting wrapped up in your massive crap show. If you want to leave her now, you go up to her face and tell her that you don't love her anymore. But just know that if you're wanting to break up with her now, you're still going to have to pay for things like child support afterwards. You have to take responsibility as the father of that baby she's carrying.
No goddamn way! I'm already having a hard enough time as it is paying for my last wife's kid. You're telling me I'll have to pay for 2 different kids now?
You did all of that to yourself. Good luck talking to Winter about that. This is the worst. Griffin has been talking to another woman behind my back. I was finally forgiving him for not telling me about his ex-wife or the child support and was even willing to stay married to him. Yet now he wants for us to break up still? And he told me he would only pay a couple $100 a month to me as child support. So you guys already spoke about everything? This can't be happening. He then started to go on about how the kid might not even be his, like a real jackass. But you don't know that yourself either, do you? Go and have a test done to see whether or not he really needs to pay you child support every month. But if he is the father, he said he was only willing to give me a couple $100 a month. That's too little. He's paying his ex-wife $100,000 a year, yet he won't pay that much to me? Well, you're going to have to talk with him a little more to figure all of that out. It's not like there's a rule behind all of it, and if you really want help getting him to pay you more, get yourself a lawyer. And if that doesn't even help you and you're not able to raise your kid, you'll have no choice but to give them up for adoption. I will not do that. Even if all of that happens, the kid is mine. My parents also said they'd help with my baby, so I'm keeping them. They're going to help? And as for you, Alia, as my longtime friend, you need to help me out here as well. What? It would be impossible for me to have to raise my baby all by myself, right? And both of my parents are not young, so having to watch a baby for me all the time would be tough on them. I need to have someone the same age as me helping out. And why do you think I should be the one to help? Why wouldn't you help? You're not only Griffin's ex-girlfriend, but this is going to be the kid of a man you still love, right? Being able to take care and raise his baby should make you happier than ever, right? So they just let all you lunatics out of the mental hospital? Screw that! It's not that I have anything against the kid, but you're better off aborting it if that's the way you think. It was only a little while ago that I had to walk in on you screwing my boyfriend, right? That mistake you made is never going to change, and I will never forgive you for it. And if you really, really need my help that badly, then let me go and tell both of your parents about how you stole my boyfriend from me first. What? I'll tell them that their daughter went and slept with the boyfriend of one of her longtime friends and then stole him from her. What do you think your parents will think of you after hearing that? They may want to help you with your baby right now, but what will they want to do when they learn that you had that baby with my boyfriend who you stole from me? What? Don't do that! Don't you say anything useless to my parents about that! It's not useless, it's the frickin' truth! You know what? I'm not too far from your parents' house. I might go and talk with them right now about it. At times like this, it really is important to have long-time childhood friends, right? Because we've been living so close to one another forever. I can be to their house in 5 minutes even. I'll start walking to their place right now. After that, I immediately went over and told both of Winter's parents about everything she'd done to me with Griffin. Neither of them knew a thing about all of that, and when her mother heard what I said about walking in on them having sex, she fainted. Following all of that, Winter was asked to go back to her family's house with Griffin, and there was this huge discussion that ended with them both agreeing to take responsibility for what they'd done and get married. But even though they would be taking responsibility for their actions, neither of Winter's parents would support them in any way. After having gotten married, both Winter and Griffin tried to talk with his ex-wife about lowering the amount of child support he had to pay to her every month by using their soon-to-be-born child as an excuse. But Griffin's ex-wife just laughed their offer and excuse off and told Griffin he was going to be paying her that child support until her son was 18. Because of that, Griffin was never able to afford to give Winter the wedding of her dreams, and she had to settle for a speed wedding in Vegas. And as for that fancy life as a married woman she was hoping for, it soon turned into having on and off fights with Griffin all the time about money and the soon-to-come baby. To this day, whenever Griffin has to pay his ex-wife child support at the end of the month, Winter has a breakdown and the cycle of fighting and crying starts all over for the next month. Hey, Jack, did you really give Emily a $10,000 wedding gift? What were you thinking?
It was my dear sister's wedding. As her brother, I had to go all out.
I understand the sentiment, but that is way too much by any standard.
Shut up. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event for my beloved sister. $10,000 is nothing.
Then you should have used your own savings. Don't just withdraw from our joint account for the house down payment. Emily is your sister, but the gift should have been from both of us as a couple.
What's wrong with using our shared savings? Besides, Emily was overjoyed with our generous gift. Wasn't her smile worth $10,000?
No, it wasn't. I've had enough of your sister complex. Go get that gift back and return that money right now.
What? I think it's wonderful to care for one's sister.
But in your case, Jack, you've gone too far. You're always using our money to spoil your precious Emily. Our money isn't yours alone.
What's wrong with spoiling my cute sister? And don't be ridiculous about asking for the gift back. Are you trying to embarrass me?
You're the one who's wrong for using our savings without consulting me. If you don't want to be embarrassed, use your own money. If you won't get it back, I'll talk to Emily myself. Our gift as a couple will be $1,000 as planned. Anything beyond that should come from your own personal savings.
You can't be serious. Emily would be heartbroken if we take back the gift.
She'll survive. It's not like we're taking everything back. $1,000 is still a generous gift.
But it's already done. We can't just go get it back now.
Watch me. I'm going to talk to Emily right now.
Sarah, please don't do this. You're being unreasonable.
I'm being unreasonable? You're the one who spent our savings without even discussing it with me.
It's my sister's wedding. It's a special occasion.
Every occasion with Emily is special to you. When does it end, Jack?
You're overreacting. It's just money.
Just money? That was our house down payment.
We can save up again. Emily only gets married once.
And what about us? When do we get to use our money for our own future?
We will, I promise. This is a one-time thing.
That's what you always say, and yet here we are again.
Sarah, please. Can we talk about this later? I don't want to ruin Emily's wedding day.
Fine, but remember this conversation isn't over. Emily, thank you for inviting us to your beautiful wedding yesterday. This is really awkward, but could you return the wedding gift we gave you? What? I've never heard of returning a wedding gift. We made a mistake with the amount. Jack took $10,000 from our joint savings account without my knowledge. What's wrong with that? My brother prepared $10,000 for me, didn't he? Don't waste his thoughtfulness. I am absolutely not returning the $10,000 gift. My brother said not to worry about what you say anyway. Oh, Jack. My brother has always loved me the best. Since I was little, he'd do anything I asked. My brother loves doting on me more than anything, and I love my brother for that. So don't interfere, you outsider wife. I think your close relationship is wonderful too, but I don't want to interfere if I can help it. So please don't involve me anymore. Huh? Let me tell you something. Because of Jack's obsession with you, our household finances are in a terrible state. That $10,000 gift came from savings I worked hard to accumulate. Every time you ask Jack for something, our savings dwindle. That's not my problem. If you're short on money, you should just earn more, Sarah. After all, couples are supposed to help each other. If the husband spends money, the wife should earn more to compensate. What did you say? I'm going to keep asking my brother for things. He told me that even though I'm married, I'll always be his little sister. He said I could rely on him for anything, just like before. Emily, it's not how marriage works. Jack has responsibilities to our household now. If you have complaints, why don't you just get divorced? My brother spoiling me is practically his hobby now. A wife who can't understand her husband's hobby of doting on his cute sister has no reason to stick around. Don't say such ridiculous things about divorce all of a sudden. I'm actually quite curious. To be honest, I never liked you. You're always jealous and nagging about how close my brother and I are. Oh, I know. Maybe I should tell my brother to divorce you. He'll definitely listen to me. The sad part is, I can't deny that. Jack would do anything you say. If you don't want my brother to divorce you, then shut up. Don't interfere with my close relationship with my brother. So basically, you're telling me to accept everything silently, no matter how much our savings are used for you. The wife should shut up and accept it, right? My brother loves me more than his wife, you know. That's not something to be proud of, Emily. It's unhealthy. You're just jealous because you don't have such a caring husband. This isn't about jealousy. It's about respect for our marriage and our financial stability. Whatever, just stay out of our business. Your business directly affects my life and my marriage. I can't just ignore it. Try me. I'll make sure Jack chooses me over you any day. This isn't a competition, Emily. We're supposed to be family. Family? You're just an outsider who married into our family. I'm his real family. I can't believe you're saying that. Do you know how toxic that sounds? I don't care. As long as my brother is on my side, nothing else matters. This conversation is going nowhere. I'll talk to Jack again about this. Go ahead, because it won't change anything. Hey, we splurged on a suite room for our honeymoon in Hawaii. It was my first time flying business class, too. It was amazing. That's quite a luxurious honeymoon. I hope you and your husband enjoyed it. Oh, we will enjoy it to the fullest. I can't believe we're having such an extravagant honeymoon. It's all thanks to my brother. I'll enjoy it enough for you two as well. Wait, oh, don't tell me the honeymoon expenses. My brother paid for everything. I just had to ask, and he said it was for his cute little sister. You've got to be kidding me. We weren't actually planning on a honeymoon. That's why we had such a lavish wedding instead. But then I really wanted to go on a honeymoon. When I talked to my brother about it, he said to leave everything to him. This is unbelievable. A suite room and business class flights. How much did all of this cost? I have no idea. My brother just gave me a card and told me to use it as much as I want. I didn't bother checking the prices. Your brother is way too generous. He told you to use the card freely during the trip, too? Yes, he's so generous to his cute little sister and her husband. I just love my brother so much. I can't believe this. His sister complex has reached abnormal levels. Are you sure you don't have some kind of leverage over him? Of course not. My brother just loves me that much. Apparently, he always wanted a little sister, and then I was born more than a decade younger than him. Of course he'd dote on me. The level of doting has gone way past any reasonable limit. To spend this much on his sister's honeymoon? Oh, that reminds me. You and my brother never went on a honeymoon, did you? No, we didn't. Jack said it would be a waste of money. We put that money towards our house down payment instead. Yet he can splurge like this for his beloved sister. Well, I guess that's the difference in our standings. I'm special to my brother. He's so generous, giving me such a luxurious honeymoon. And even his credit card, he's the best. That card isn't your brother's. Be careful using it during your trip. It should be deactivated by now. What do you mean? This is my brother's card. He gave it to me himself. I canceled that card right after he gave it to you. The only credit card your brother has is a supplementary card under my name. Once I canceled it, that card became useless. What? Why does my brother only have your supplementary card? Because he spoiled you too much? Remember when I said his sister complex was ruining our finances? Well, until recently, he was using his own card, but it got forcibly canceled due to late cash advance payments. So I reluctantly gave him a supplementary card under my name. I told him to use cash for most payments and only use the card when absolutely necessary. But I've canceled that card too because I'm divorcing him. What did you say? Remember when you threatened me with divorce? That's when I realized something. I wouldn't be in trouble at all if I divorced this idiot. A stupid husband who keeps using our money recklessly no matter how many times I warn him, and a stupid sister-in-law who takes advantage of that and acts entitled. Cutting ties with people like you would only benefit me, so I've been preparing for divorce since that day. So that's why you canceled the family card? Yes, that's right. First, I changed all the utility bills to be withdrawn from Jack's account. Then I secretly prepared for my life after divorce, and finally, I called the family card I'd given to Jack. Why don't you try using that card to make a purchase? I guarantee it won't work. This is terrible. We were about to enjoy some shopping. We were planning to go to the most famous shopping mall in Hawaii. It's just one card that doesn't work. Can't you use your own cards for shopping? We didn't bring any. We only brought my brother's card. Is that so? Well, don't tell me you don't have any cash either. We don't have anything. My brother said we could use his card as much as we wanted, so we didn't think we needed to bring our own cards or cash. If this card doesn't work, we're in big trouble. Well, that is a problem. This is all your fault. What are you going to do about this? Make this card work right now. That's impossible. Besides, I don't know anything about this either, so it's not my fault. I can't believe he even gave you the family card. If you want to blame someone, blame Jack for giving you a card he couldn't take responsibility for. Anyway, enjoy your honeymoon. How can you be so cruel? We're stranded here without any money. I'm sorry, but that's not my problem anymore. I've made my decision. You can't just leave us like this. We're a family. Family? Didn't you say I was just an outsider? You can't have it both ways, Emily. But what are we supposed to do now? I suggest you contact your parents or friends for help. Or maybe it's time for you to take some responsibility for your own actions. This is so unfair. My brother promised us this honeymoon. Life isn't fair, Emily. It's time you learned that. Your brother can't always save you. You're enjoying this, aren't you? I'm not enjoying anything about this situation, but I am done enabling Jack's irresponsible behavior and your entitlement. Fine, I'll figure something out, but don't think this is over. It is over, Emily. For me, at least. Good luck with everything.
Hey, what's going on here? There's a divorce paper in the living room, and all your stuff is gone. Explain this right now.
The situation speaks for itself, doesn't it? Please, divorce me. I don't want to live with a husband who has a sister complex anymore.
Don't tell me you're still angry about the wedding gift. I'll apologize properly if that's the case. Don't say such stupid things. I'll return all the money I used from our house savings for the gift. I'll pay it back with my next bonus, okay?
Are you getting a bonus even though you were just laid off from your company?
Huh? Laid off? What are you talking about?
It's useless to try and hide it. I already know you lost your job. I took a day off during the week to prepare for the divorce. That's when I saw you sitting dejectedly in the park. I thought you were just taking a lunch break, but I got curious and observed you. You were just spacing out all day. I thought it was strange, so I contacted your company directly.
You contacted the company?
A former colleague told me there was a large-scale layoff at the company, and apparently your name was on that layoff list. But you've been hiding this from me all along, haven't you?
That's right. I couldn't tell you because I didn't want you to worry. I've been hiding it for your sake all this time.
You're misunderstanding something. I'm not angry about the layoff. I'm angry about something else.
Huh?
What I'm angry about is your actions after that. You lost your job, have no income, and can't find a new job. You have to rely on my earnings for a while, right? But even in that situation, you kept lavishing money on Emily. I will never forgive you for that selfishness.
Selfish? That's not... I didn't want to embarrass myself by not being able to give a wedding gift because of the layoff. I didn't want to worry you or Emily.
Don't be ridiculous. You just wanted to look good in front of your precious sister. You even gave Emily the supplementary card under my name. Don't involve me in your attempts to show off.
Huh? How did you find out about the card?
Your irresponsibility makes me sick. You try to look good for your cute sister while pushing all the payments and responsibilities onto me. That's why I'm divorcing you.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for hiding the layoff, for giving away the card, for always spoiling Emily. I'll fix all my bad points. So please don't think about the divorce.
It's too late to reflect now. I've given you many chances and warnings. You wasted all of them. And that's why we're in this situation now. By the way, about the honeymoon expenses Emily used up, you're going to pay for all of that, right? A suite room and business class flights, that must have easily cost over $10,000.
He was that extravagant? I can't pay $10,000 when I'm unemployed.
Just so you know, if you refuse, I'll process it as fraudulent use. I'm prepared to take this as far as necessary.
What the hell? We're family, aren't we? Are you blackmailing me?
We're not family anymore because I'm divorcing you. Besides, I never approved of giving Emily the family card. In other words, my card was used by a stranger without my permission. That's clearly fraudulent use. Well then, please sign the divorce papers and prepare the money for the payment.
Sarah, please. Can we talk about this? I know I messed up, but isn't divorce too extreme?
Too extreme? Jack, you've been prioritizing your sister over our marriage for years. This isn't just about the money.
I love you, Sarah. You know that, right? Emily's just my sister.
If you loved me, you would have considered my feelings before making these reckless decisions. You would have discussed major financial decisions with me.
I admit I made mistakes. Can't we work through this? I'll change, I promise.
Jack, I've heard these promises before. Nothing ever changes. You always put Emily first.
It's not true. You're both important to me.
Important enough that you hid your job loss from me, but still spent thousands on Emily's wedding and honeymoon?
I didn't want to disappoint either of you.
But you ended up disappointing me more than you can imagine. Do you know how it feels to find out your husband lost his job from someone else?
I'm sorry, Sarah. I really am. I was scared and didn't know how to tell you.
And yet you had no problem telling Emily about the credit card, did you?
That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
No, you shouldn't have, but you did, and now we're here.
Please, Sarah. Give me one more chance. I'll make it up to you.
How, Jack? How are you going to make up for years of putting your sister first, for lying to me, and for jeopardizing our financial future?
I'll get a new job. I'll cut off Emily if that's what you want. Just please don't leave me.
It's not about cutting off Emily. It's about respecting me and our marriage, something you have consistently failed to do.
I do respect you, Sarah. I love you.
Love isn't enough, Jack. I need a partner I can trust, someone who will put our family first.
I can be that person. I will be that person. Just give me a chance to prove it.
I've given you chances, Jack, so many chances, and each time you've let me down.
This time will be different, I promise.
Your promises don't mean much to me anymore. Actions speak louder than words, and your actions have shown me where your priorities lie.
What can I do to fix this? Tell me and I'll do it.
It's not that simple. This isn't something you can fix with a gesture or a single action. This is about a pattern of behavior that's been going on for years.
But there must be something. Anything. Can't lose you, Sarah.
Maybe you should have thought about that before. Before you lied to me, before you spent our savings on Emily, before you put her needs above our marriage time and time again.
I never meant to hurt you. Thought I was doing the right thing.
And that's part of the problem, Jack. You didn't even realize how much your actions were hurting me and our relationship.
I understand now. I do. Please, can we at least try counseling before we make any final decisions?
I've made my decision, Jack. I've thought about this long and hard. It wasn't easy, but I know it's the right thing for me.
Sarah, please.
No, Jack, it's over. I need you to respect my decision and sign the divorce papers.
I can't believe this is happening. I never thought we'd end up here.
Neither did I, but here we are.
What about Emily? Have you told her about the card not working?
Yes, I have. She's not happy about it, but that's not my problem anymore.
You left them stranded in Hawaii without any money?
They're adults, Jack. They can figure it out. Maybe this will teach Emily some responsibility.
I can't believe you did that to my sister.
And there you go again. Your first concern is for Emily, not for the fact that our marriage is ending.
That's not fair, Sarah. I'm devastated about our marriage.
Are you? Because it seems like you're more upset about Emily's honeymoon being ruined.
Of course I'm upset about our marriage. But I can't just ignore the fact that my sister is stranded in a foreign country.
And I can't ignore the fact that my husband has consistently put his sister's needs above our marriage. Do you see the problem here?
I don't know what to say.
There's nothing left to say, Jack. Just sign the papers.
Can I at least have some time to think about this?
Take all the time you need, but know that my decision is final. I'll be staying at my parents' house. You can contact my lawyer when you're ready to proceed with the divorce.
Sarah, wait!
Goodbye, Jack. I hope you find happiness. I really do. But I need to find mine too, and I can't do that with you. Please help me. I can't go anywhere or buy anything because the card doesn't work. Just make the card active for a moment. I'll pay back whatever I use when I get back home. No, please don't involve me in your troubles anymore. What do you mean, no? How can you ignore family when they're in trouble? That's terrible. The divorce has been finalized, so we're not a family anymore. Emily, you're just a stranger to me now. What? You've already divorced my brother? So if you're having money troubles, contact your beloved brother. I'm sure he'll help you as always. I don't need you to tell me that. I've already contacted my brother, but he said he couldn't help me anymore. He said he couldn't lend me even a single dollar. Oh, that's right. Jack lost half of his savings in the property division with me during the divorce. Plus, he had to return all the money he recklessly spent on you to me, which further depleted his savings. And after paying for your honeymoon expenses on top of that, Jack's balance is zero. He's unemployed due to the layoff, so he can't help his beloved sister even if he wants to. What? Unemployed? What do you mean? My brother was laid off? You should ask him directly when you get back. Since you can't use the card or anything, you can't enjoy your honeymoon anyway. Why don't you just go back home? Don't be ridiculous! This is our honeymoon! I absolutely refuse to go back so soon. Well then, just keep staring at the Hawaiian Ocean. That's the cheapest way to enjoy Hawaii. You've got to be kidding me. This is supposed to be our honeymoon. I thought we'd be able to indulge in luxury thanks to my brother. I didn't hear anything about this happening. If you have complaints, tell them to your beloved brother. We're divorced. I'm not involved anymore. Well then, enjoy your lovely honeymoon. How can you be so cold? We're stranded here. I'm not being cold, Emily. I am being realistic. Your actions and Jack's have consequences, and it's time you both faced them. But that's not fair. We didn't know about any of this. Life isn't always fair, Emily. Maybe if you and Jack had been more responsible, you wouldn't be in this situation. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Seeing us suffer. I'm not enjoying anyone's suffering, but I'm also not responsible for fixing your problems anymore. What are we supposed to do now? We can't even pay for our hotel. Well, I suggest you contact your parents or perhaps your new husband's family. I'm sure they can help you out. But they don't know about this. It'll be so embarrassing. Welcome to the real world, Emily. Sometimes we have to face embarrassing situations when we make poor choices. This is all your fault. If you hadn't canceled the card... No, Emily, this is the result of your and Jack's actions. You can't blame me for protecting myself financially. I can't believe you're doing this to us after everything. After everything? You mean after you consistently took advantage of your brother, drained our savings, and showed no respect for our marriage? That's not true. I love my brother. Love isn't about taking, Emily. It's about giving, too. Have you ever considered what your demands have cost Jack? He never complained. He was always happy to help me. And that's part of the problem. Neither of you seem to understand the concept of boundaries or financial responsibility. You're just jealous of our close relationship. No, Emily, I am tired of it. Tired of being the only adult in this situation. Tired of watching my husband prioritize his sister over our marriage. Tired of your entitlement. I'm not entitled! Really? Then why did you assume you could go on a luxury honeymoon on someone else's money? Why did you never consider the financial strain you were putting on your brother? I didn't think. Exactly, you didn't think. And now you're facing the consequences of that. So you're really not going to help us? No, I'm not. This is a problem you and your husband need to solve on your own. I can't believe this is happening. Our honeymoon is ruined. I'm sorry you're disappointed, Emily, but maybe this can be a learning experience for you. Learning experience? What's that supposed to mean? It means that sometimes life doesn't go as planned. It means that actions have consequences. It means that it's time for you to start taking responsibility for your own life instead of relying on your brother for everything. But he's my brother. He's supposed to take care of me. He's your brother, not your parent or your bank. He has a life of his own and responsibilities. It's time for you to understand that. I hate you for this. You ruined everything. I haven't ruined anything, Emily. I've simply stopped enabling behavior that was harmful to everyone involved, including you. How is this not harmful? We're stuck in Hawaii with no money. And whose fault is that? Who decided to go on a luxury honeymoon without bringing any of their own money or cards? But Jack said it would be fine. And you didn't think to question that? To maybe bring some backup funds just in case? I trusted my brother. Trust is good, Emily, but blind trust, especially when it comes to finances, is foolish. This is a hard lesson, but an important one. So that's it? You're just going to leave us out here? You're not abandoned, Emily. You have resources. Use them. Call your parents. Call your husband's family. Call the embassy if you have to. But it's time for you to solve your own problems. I don't know how. Then this is your chance to learn. Goodbye, Emily. I truly hope you can use this experience to grow and become more independent. Wait, Sarah! Take care, Emily. This is the last time we'll be speaking. Good luck with everything. Sarah, please don't hang up. I'm sorry. Emily, I appreciate the apology, but it doesn't change anything. But I mean it. I've been thinking about what you said, and you're right. I've been selfish. It's good that you're realizing this, Emily, but it doesn't undo the damage that's been done. I know, but please, can you give me at least some advice on what to do now? Okay, Emily, here's what you need to do. First, contact the hotel management and explain your situation. They might be able to work out a payment plan or at least give you some time to arrange funds. Okay, I can do that. What else? Next, call your parents or your husband's parents. Be honest about the situation and ask for help. It might be embarrassing, but it's necessary. I'm scared to tell them. They'll be so disappointed. They probably will be, but they're your family. They'll want to help you. You're right. I'll call them. Is there anything else? Yes. Once you're back home, you need to have a serious talk with Jack about boundaries and financial responsibility. I will. I promise. Sarah, I'm sorry for how I've treated you all these years. I appreciate that, Emily, but you need to understand that an apology doesn't fix everything. I know, but I want to make things right. Is there any way we can... Emily, I'm glad you're starting to understand the gravity of the situation, but my decision about the divorce is final. Jack and I are over. But if I change, if I stop relying on Jack so much... It's not just about you, Emily. It's about Jack's behavior. His lies, his misplaced priorities. Our marriage has been broken for a long time. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Thank you for your apology. I hope you understand now why things had to end this way. I do. I really do. I've been so blind. Well, recognizing that is the first step. Now you need to take action to change. I will. I promise I'll do better. Good. I hope you do, Emily. Not for me, but for yourself and for your own marriage. My marriage? Oh God, I haven't even thought about how this affects my husband. Well, that's something you'll need to address too. Your relationship with Jack has probably impacted your marriage more than you realize. You're right. I have a lot to think about. Yes, you do, and a lot of work ahead of you. Sarah, thank you for everything. Even though I didn't appreciate it before, you've always been the voice of reason. You're welcome, Emily. I hope you can learn and grow from this experience. I will. And Sarah, I'm truly sorry for everything. I believe you, Emily. Good luck with everything. Thank you. Goodbye, Sarah. Goodbye, Emily.
Sarah, are you there?
Yes, Jack, what is it?
I just want to let you know that I've signed the divorce papers.
I see. Thank you for letting me know.
I've also arranged for the repayment of Emily's honeymoon expenses. It'll take some time, but I'll pay back every cent.
That's good to hear, Jack. I appreciate you taking responsibility.
I've been doing a lot of thinking since our last conversation.
Oh?
Yes. I realize how unfair I've been to you all these years. Always putting Emily first, neglecting our marriage.
It's good that you're realizing this, Jack, but you understand it's too late for us, right?
I know. I'm not trying to change your mind about the divorce. I want you to know that I understand now. And I'm sorry.
Thank you, Jack. That means a lot to me.
I've also talked to Emily. We've agreed that things need to change between us.
That's good. It's important for both of you to establish healthier boundaries.
You were right all along, Sarah. About everything. I was too blind to see it.
I'm glad you see it now, Jack. It's important for your future relationships.
I don't think I'll be looking for any relationships for a while. I need to work on myself first.
That's a mature decision, Jack. I think it'll be good for you.
Sarah, I know it doesn't change anything, but I want you to know how sorry I am. For everything.
I appreciate that, Jack. I really do. And I hope you can learn and grow from this experience.
I will. I promise. And Sarah,
Yes?
thank you. For everything. You tried to make me a better person for years. I was too stubborn to listen. But I'm listening now.
That's good to hear, Jack. I hope you can become the person you want to be.
I'll try my best. Goodbye, Sarah. Take care of yourself.
You too, Jack. Goodbye. Apparently, Emily and her husband's honeymoon ended up being just staring at the ocean. Because of that, the atmosphere between them became quite tense. I heard they even ended up divorcing at the airport on their way back. This is what you call a real honeymoon divorce. As for my ex-husband Jack, he seems to have moved back to his parents' house after the divorce. But because of the ridiculous reason for the divorce, neither his friends nor his parents are taking his side. What's more, every time he meets Emily, they get into a huge fight, with her saying, "It's your fault for spoiling me too much," and him retorting, "You said I could indulge you as much as I wanted." The once famous close sibling relationship in the neighborhood has completely disappeared.